Have you ever started crying over something small, like a sad ad, a slightly emotional song, or someone saying, "I'm proud of you," and then immediately thought, "Why am I like this?" If that sounds familiar, relax. You're not weak, dramatic, or broken. You might just be someone who feels things deeply. Let's talk about the psychology of people who cry easily. First, here's something important. Crying easily doesn't mean you're overly emotional. It usually means your emotional system is very responsive. Your brain reacts quickly to feelings, both good and bad. Think of it like a high-quality microphone. It picks up even the quiet emotions that others might miss. People who cry easily often process emotions faster than others. While some people need time to realize they're sad, touched, or overwhelmed, your brain goes, "Oh, I feel this," strongly. And tears are just the body's way of releasing that emotion. It's not a failure, it's a response. Another big reason is empathy. People who cry easily tend to be highly empathetic. They don't just understand emotions, they absorb them. Someone else is hurting? You feel it. Someone shares a personal story? Your eyes start watering like they got the memo before you did. Your brain connects emotionally, not just logically. Let's add a bit of humor here. These are the people who say, "I won't cry," and then cry anyway, at weddings, at movies, at random TikToks. Sometimes even during arguments when they're actually angry. But the tears show up uninvited like, "Hi, we're here too." Psychologically, crying is also linked to emotional honesty. People who cry easily are usually not great at suppressing feelings. They don't bottle things up well. Their emotions don't wait politely in line. They come out immediately. And while society often praises holding it together, constantly suppressing emotions actually takes a lot of mental energy. Stress plays a role too. When someone is mentally or emotionally overloaded, their tolerance drops. Small things hit harder. That's why people who cry easily often say, "I don't even know why I'm crying." It's not about this moment. It's about everything piling up quietly. Another misunderstood factor? Sensitivity. Sensitive people notice tone changes, body language, and emotional shifts more intensely. Their brain is always scanning for emotional meaning. That doesn't make them fragile. It makes them perceptive. Here's something most people don't realize. Crying easily is often a sign of emotional intelligence. These people are usually self-aware, reflective, and deeply connected to their inner world. They feel sadness deeply, but they also feel joy, love, and connection deeply too. Of course, crying easily can be inconvenient. It shows up at the worst times. It makes serious conversations awkward. And yes, people sometimes misunderstand it. But crying doesn't mean you can't handle life. It means your emotions aren't locked behind a wall. The problem isn't crying. The problem is thinking crying is something to be ashamed of. So if you're someone who cries easily, remember this. Your tears don't mean you're weak. They mean your emotional system is open, honest, and alive. You feel deeply, and that's not something to fix. That's something to understand, because in a world that's constantly numb, feeling deeply is not a flaw. It's a strength, even when it leaks out through your eyes.